Hey there, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. Here we're going to take a look at the energy surrounding that full moon in Aquarius that's happening in your 12th house. That's the second time that's happened in a month. And the energy coming up for next week and how to best navigate it to your highest potential, your best advantage. So that full moon that's happening in Aquarius, we had one on the 28th of July that was at 1 degree of Aquarius, and we have this one that's happening at 29 degrees of Aquarius, making them blue moons. It's a blue moon, and it was about identifying the area that you wanted to work on, probably with spirituality, 12th house, especially if you're a Pisces rising. And then how are you going to break it down and work on it and move things forward using this energy, this it feels like a slingshot energy that's coming forward for you. So as we get into the cards here, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up. You know, YouTube really cares whether or not you hit the thumbs up, and it doesn't cost you anything. It's a moment of your time to help out the YouTube creators. And if you like what you see here, you can hit subscribe. That's also free. They shouldn't call it subscribe. It sounds like it costs money. So, oh, Pisces. Okay. It says passion. Look at how fired up you are. Okay. It says passion. Do what excites you. Get fired up about your life. Increase your energetic bonds. And this one says, oh yeah, passion. And that star really sticking out there, right? It's like, what is the, oh gosh, that downloads, the insights that you've got through your intuition about what it is you want to do, what gets you excited, what gets you out of bed in the morning. So that's the red flare water lily. So it's definitely an intuitive hit to what is feeling really passionate about it. You are protected through this process, and it is an awakening. It is an awakening and it's a transformation. This has been an impressive cycle. Holy cow. That is so exciting. All right, let's go ahead and take a look a little bit more into the week and see what we get. But wow, nice start. Nice start. Okay, so this full moon at 29 degrees is also conjunct Jupiter. Jupiter just left your sign not too long ago, right around the time of that full moon, the first time in Aquarius, and it moved retrograded back into Aquarius. And so it's taking what it got out of Pisces and it's moving back into Aquarius to finish it up, to wrap it up, to use the intellect. So it was like you got these downloads and these insights when Jupiter was in your sign and all these things in these areas that you want to expand on. And then as it moves back into Aquarius, it's like, okay, let's consider how can we complete this project? How can we move it forward? How can we build a structure that really makes it work, makes it really sustain? Because Saturn right now is in trine with Venus. Venus is in another air sign. It's over there in partnership house of Libra. And but for you, Pisces, let's see here, for you, Libra would be your 8th house of transformation. And so again, it's the structure and how do you transform the dreams and the wishes and the goals that you want into something really positive and uplifting and heading you in the direction that you want to go. This is amazing. This is the energy I'm feeling in the room right now is just totally like popping here. So the moon in Aquarius. At the same time that's happening, we've got Mercury. Okay, yeah, Mercury in its home sign of Virgo conjuncting Mars. And so again, it's about the communication of how to take action on an idea that you've clearly been spending some considerable time working on. So that is at 8:02 a.m. on Sunday the 22nd at 43 a.m. So what is that? 41 minutes later, the moon moves into your sign, Pisces. And so this patience full moon then moves into your sign and allows you the opportunity to do some serious self-reflecting. Keeping your heads out of the boat, out of the emotional waters, and really reflecting on where it is that you want to go from here. What are your choices and how can we do this in a nice balanced way? And the sun is going to move at 5:35 p.m. and this is all Eastern Daylight Time, so you need to adjust for your time zone. But it's going to move into Virgo. So it's just pop, pop, pop next Sunday. All these things happening at once. And the moon in Virgo balances you, right? It balances you. That is your house of partnership and relationship. But it's also the house of balance and it's, you know, the kind of like the, to me, Pisces, the Virgo energy is very, what is it, the hermit energy. And so it's like pulling your energy in a little bit to do the reflecting, to find the balance, and then knowing which direction that you're going to take it in. And it gave you a lot here. So you have gentle moderation. Take time. Pressure from others or yourself can be released by renegotiating what you're trying to accomplish. So when you have this passion and you're fired up and there's all the things you want to do, and now the sun is in Virgo, and the sun says, which is opposing your sign, says, how come on, we need to get organized, we need to get this thing done, we need to get all this happening, and don't let outside influences pressure you. It's easy does it. Consistent and persistent will get you there, okay? You have the gift of neutrality. Balance is at work in your life. Again, with the balance. Yin and yang are the opposite energies but reside side by side to create the gift of neutrality. That is the moon opposing the sun. Take your time. Ooh, look at this. So maybe you're like, I haven't felt passionate. I haven't felt excitement. Well, it's coming right now. You have the zeal. Rediscover your zeal. Pay attention to the passion. Oh, that word again. You are feeling for discovering, for learning, for exploration, spirituality, travel, your work, or your relationships. Passion and desire go together, especially as inspiration. And this week we end up having the moon, by the time we get to, what is that, Friday, Saturday. By Saturday, the moon is going to actually conjunct with Uranus. And so this is going to be another hit of that inspirational energy coming through, and you're being asked to take notes. Your answers are being given to you. Quieting your external voices and excessive noises will help you, give you the chance to hear what's being offered. So, pay attention to your dreams. Keep a dream journal. But mostly, I think, journal. It is the easiest way to channel your higher self and get the information and the guidance. If you have questions, start writing down. You know, here's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe this, and just no judgment. Just write. Don't edit. Just write. And maybe I like to play a little music with like a waterfall in the background, with piano and waterfall. I find that really opens up my intuition and allows me to really channel through and pick up information. And so you sit and write and see what comes out. It's your higher self speaking to you. Clear and seal the space. Ask for only the energy of your higher self, or all that is the greatest good to come through, and protect yourself from any negative low vibrational energies. That's St. Michael. Call him St. Michael to come in and protect you, and then journal and see what you get. So then the moon is going to move into Aries at 2:57 p.m. on Tuesday afternoon. This is about taking that first step. It's that checking in with that Saturn trining, Venus energy again. How do we bring the pleasure, the joy, the beauty? What can we do to change our perspective about what is beautiful? When you look at this card, what do you see? Do you see butterflies and flowers? Or do you see a face? It's about perspective. Whatever it was you saw before, you're seeing the other thing now, right? So what is the perspective? What is the change? What are you going to do differently? How are you going to view things differently so you can move in a different direction? Oh, big change. Oh, big, big, big change. I think Libra season, so we're like a month off from that. It's going to herald some big changes for you, but they're starting now. They are starting now because we have death and strength. We've got Thanos and Hercules. It is clearing space for this transformation, and the strength and the willpower and the persistence to follow your passion to create the change in your life. You are protected through this process. You are waking up to what it is you desire in the knowledge that you can manifest whatever you're thinking about. So if you are thinking negative thoughts, you are going to continue to manifest the negative things. But if you are focused on what brings the joy, what brings the passion, what brings the excitement into your life, that is what you will manifest. It is fertile ground we are dealing with. I cannot stress enough for everyone to stay in the highest possible positive energy that they can. To not let yourself sink down. And you know when we do. It's kind of like a diet, right? So you're on a diet and you're doing really good for like 2 days. And then the third day you're like, man, I really want that ice cream. So you have like, the whole pint. Okay, well, at least you didn't buy the quart, right? And then you're like, oh, I blew my diet. No. You had a day where you had a pint of ice cream. It's not a blown diet. It's a lifestyle change. You're making a lifestyle change. Okay, so you're like, I'm staying positive. I'm thinking positive. Oh my gosh, that guy just cut me off in traffic. Blah, blah, blah. What are you doing? Why do you have to drive so slow? And then you take a deep breath and you go, oh, you know what? Maybe they're in a really big hurry and I'm just going to let go and move on with this. You get a lot. Okay, so the moon is moving into Taurus. And Taurus for you is your third house of communication. And so this is, I think, how you communicate with yourself. You got to remember that you're resilient. That when you cut back something, there's an opportunity for new growth, vigorous new growth, healthy new growth, right? And you have all this wisdom that you've been gaining with these full moons happening in your 12th house. And so now is the time to allow yourself to energize and to move forward and to start creating for yourself. Taking meaningful, practical steps towards manifesting. And so for guidance on that, you have exercise to increase your energy and manifestation. Go for a walk. Go for a swim, Pisces. Do something that gets you out in nature or that is repetitive and frees your mind to just be. Swimming can be very meditative. You have deservingness. You are a beloved child of God. Like everyone else, you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. So start with a gratitude list. Be grateful for the different aspects about you that are amazing. Start there. Because that will help you to see how really, truly wonderful and deserving you are. And when you raise your vibration that way. And then look around. And what are people doing that are helping you? And I heard something really interesting the other day about gratitude. Gratitude isn't really just about saying thank you and making a list and going, oh, I recognize this and I'm grateful for that. It is living the gratitude. So when someone gives you a compliment and you're grateful that they said something nice to you, embodying what it was they complimented you on, accepting that truly is. So if they say to you, gosh, you're such a nice person, you're always so kind and caring, be grateful that someone pointed out to you that, but then embody that and accept it and take that energy in and go, wow, I really am kind and caring and I do help people and I do nurture them. Pisces, you do that. Remember to do it for yourself, keeping it in balance, right? Sometimes Pisces, I have a Pisces moon, so I'm not throwing shade here, but sometimes there's this tendency to overgive, to give way more than you should. And so there's a necessity to bring it back into balance, right? And you have detox your friendships. And this is probably why they had me talk about that. I didn't even read this card yet. Okay, so where you are overgiving, where you are extending so much more than you're receiving, those are the relationships to cut free, because it is the cutting back the dead so that new growth, more abundant growth can come in. So if you're wasting your time and emotional energy on relationships that do not nurture you and you cut those out, now you've created space in your life to draw and attract in relationships that will value you, that will help and promote the growth of your soul. So your abundance life flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time with. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. I'm not going to say who, but there were actually 2 YouTube channels that I've enjoyed for a long, long time. But I've been watching them, and one of them it's not so much that they've changed as that I've changed. That I have different priorities about what I need to feed my soul. and their content is just a little low vibrational for me. But the other channel, there's some serious disconnect going on there, and I think this person is overextended and needs to take a break like I did this summer. Like, sometimes you just have to do that. So I had to unsubscribe to 2 channels this week that I totally have enjoyed in the past, but they were, when I watched them, they were bringing my energetic field to a lower vibrational energy. So where in your life can you do that? So maybe it's friendships or relationships, or maybe it's TV shows that you watch or radio stations you listen to. You know, choose a higher vibrational. You are what you eat. You are what you eat physically. You are what you eat mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Swim in the good waters, the clean waters. So what did I'm sure I said this. You need to be consistent and persistent. You have, I will persist. My will is strong. I assess matters carefully and discern wisely. I assess matters carefully and discern wisely. My will, I will persist. My will is strong. I will persist. My will is strong. And discernment. So Pisces, emotional intuition, awesome, right? I am a super big fan. My intuition is high and it is strong. But there are times when it is good to use that Aquarian energy of this full moon, where you use the analytical part of your brain to say, that's got to go. That's not serving my next steps. That's holding me back. I need to cut it out. I need to let it go. But I am resilient. I will persist. My will is strong. I am abundant. I will rebound. You have more strength. Remember, you have Hercules. You have more strength than you give yourself credit for. You can do this. All right. I will see you guys back here next week. We will cover the moon astrology for the week coming up, and I will also be doing monthlies. And there will be a video coming out explaining some other opportunities to really connect with me. And I look forward to chatting with you. If you haven't hit that thumbs up, do it now. Talk to you soon.